Hello, everybody. Welcome. We're back with more Red and Ladonia, and we're doing the Shadows of Hama raid. Do we want to just sit here, or do we actually want to go in and then touch the portal?
Sit here.
Okay, I'll just queue from here.
Yeah, throw us in the queue, see how it goes.
Let's see how bad it is for 2 DPS.
Yes. The main problem, of course, is
you're
the
a party
fact that
leader.
What is wrong with you?
There. Says 8 minutes. Let's find out.
On average, yeah. I was about to say, our main problem is just the fact that we want one particular raid, and it's not the current apple of everybody's eye.
The current apple of everybody's eye is not
As
in the raid finder roulette.
Yeah.
You have to queue for it specifically.
But still, it's the one that everyone is manually queuing for, whereas we're manually queuing for something else.
Yeah, well, gotta do them at some point. Hello, Doodles. Hello,
Yep.
Orca. We are just chilling out here on Coldwind Isle. Chill being the appropriate word.
Because Eorzea has seating for 2, which is infinitely better than the Forgotten Knight.
Not wrong.
Well, we have a tank and a couple more DPS.
Coolies?
Yes, the tank kind of being the important part.
Oh, yeah, well.
DPS is sadly something of a dime a dozen.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Well, I made a new post today over on my Patreon. I'm still working on my 3D model, and I posted my current progress report on it. Still have a bit of a ways to go, but it's a start.
Nice to know the texturing is going well.
Oh, the materials? Yeah. At the moment. There's still more to be done, but...
Oh, while we have some time, and I'm looking at the... Oh, falling star. And I'm looking at the stream with you as Monk. I said I wanted to talk about Monk.
Oh, yes, you did want to talk about Monk, because you were playing it earlier today.
Yeah, it's my current main push on leveling.
For Rylea.
Yes. Ladonia doesn't know what a monk is.
No, she knows what a monk is. She just points at Rena.
Yeah. Okay, she knows what a monk is. She has no idea what a fist is.
I am not going to dignify that with a retort. Continue.
Okay, then. But I was commenting, the fact that I'm liking Monk now more now than I was before, and I think that is a problem.
And why is it a problem?
Well, first of all, how are you liking Monk right now?
I think it's
Uh-huh.
I mean,
and
I can
what's
see
your favorite version of Monk?
My favorite version of Monk is when we had 4 stacks of Grease Lightning.
Uh-huh.
Because I could upshift and downshift, and I had a bunch of different tools to go in and out, and it was fun.
Yeah. I didn't like it. I did my initial leveling of Monk in that era. I didn't really care for Monk at all.
I will also freely note in that era that it started to become just at the point that you said, I'm done leveling, let's move on to the next class.
But I still didn't really care for it. Yes, Orca, they are sisters.
They are very much sisters. They're very much annoying sisters.
And don't say this to their face, but they do kind of share one brain cell.
The reason why their ears are so big is they have to occasionally catch the brain cell as it's passed between the two of them. Like
I'm imagining the brain cell as a shuttlecock. Anyway, so I didn't care for Monk very much in that era. But the thing is I respected it. I thought it did have a very interesting toolset. It was a toolset I did not care for. But, you know, there's lots of classes. They don't have to aim everything at me. And like I said, I could respect it. It was different. It had some very intellectually interesting things going on that I didn't care for. But, you know, there's other classes. Not everything has to be for me. And the current version is a lot more comfortable for me, but I think on the terms of game design and everything, it's a lot less interesting.
I can see that.
So you know, I'm liking it better, but I think the change is a loss to the game.
It is what it is.
It is a loss to the game, that's what it is.
Part of the problem is that the thing I liked about Monk during the Grease Lightning era, or the 4-stack Grease Lightning era, is the fact that I would actually do the whole upshift, downshift in preparation.
A lot of other people weren't.
Yeah, a lot of people were basically upshifting, getting into that gear, and then staying in that gear, and not...
Yeah. Admittedly, because there was that problem, I can understand why they got away from that version, but...
Because it was causing monks to be kind of a-holes by running and pulling ahead just so that they could keep their stacks up.
Yeah. Some form of shift on that, you know, keeping it the higher gear between fights or something, I don't know, would be a potential solution there.
And if you notice, they got rid of the Grease Lightning need to have it up constantly stack, and that's kind of how it filtered out. Yeah, I know Caradwin did a stream last night. He started it long after we'd logged off, so there was not much we could do. You can't raid a channel that isn't streaming.
Now,
he does what he does.
Yep. He is somewhat random in his timing. What was it? Yeah, and of course, the other thing that is technically making me happier, kind of, about current Monk is that the positioning dependence has almost entirely disappeared.
Yeah, there's only like two.
There's two.
Yeah.
There's
and
two positionals
a lot of that
left.
Can be canceled by your different riddles and also True North.
Do the riddles actually cancel positionals?
I believe Riddle of Earth does. It's been a while.
Notice that.
It does it for like 3 hits, so you kind of have to...
And only one of those 3 is going to matter. Now, admittedly, the cycle is 3, so it will last long enough to get 1 cycle where it doesn't matter.
Now, they also could have changed it since last I saw. They do that a lot with Monk.
Yeah, it's just a restore damage, or restore health, or reply is. Mass reduce damage, grants Earth's Resolve, which is what allows you to do Earth's Reply. And does a regen, and
Yeah, that used to be a shield and cancels gives you effectively a short version of True
Right.
North.
That would have been interesting. But yeah, for the people not actively playing FF14 in the audience, they do, for most monsters, there are ones that are semi-clearly marked exceptions. For most monsters, differentiate between, the front, the flank, and the rear. Most classes don't care. The melee-based classes generally do care. And it used to be Monk basically had 3 different cycles. All of them are 3-step cycles. You go from Form 1 to Form 2 to Form 3 and back to Form 1. One of those cycles is purely for AoE damage. One of them used to be purely for hitting on the flank, and one of them was purely for hitting on the rear. Now the 2 single target ones, Form 1 and Form 2, don't care about positionals ever. The 6 different attacks between the 2 different cycles still exist, and it seems to be randomly, picks which one of the 2 cycles you're going between, at least at high level. Do you have all 6 moves unlocked at this level?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. And the 3rd form, it'll either pick, this is your bonus one, this is the one you want to go to, and you need to hit on the side if you want damage, or the other third form one will come up and you need to hit on the rear for bonus damage. And that's the only time it matters on Monk now. Now, one of the things I really didn't like was positionals. It's one of the reasons why I don't care a lot for melee, but again, is something I kind of respect, and I'm leery of this change.
Actually, a lot of the melees had a lot of their positionals taken away. Only really the end combos have the positionals now.
Now, one thing I
we are
definitely
pushing up the time, and we lost our tank. Boo.
One thing I definitely appreciate on Monk's cycle as opposed to Dragoon. I am not liking the fact that you do definitely have to keep looking at the bar to know what the next attack is supposed to be, because it is at least partially, if not completely, random.
I think it's actually not random. It's based on the positional markers, that 3rd bar that we recently got.
Right. Yeah, that's the other thing.
And
is
whether
it's
it's
got like
toggled
3
on or
bars or 3 different meters going on, and both of us only know what one of them does.
Yeah.
We have not been able to keep track of what the other 2 do.
Well, I know
that is a definite continuing problem with Monk. Those extra 2 bars are too complicated.
I know what 2 of the bars is. It's the new one that toggles on and off depending on what form you're in. Oppo, Raptor, or Coral. That's the one that gets me.
Yeah. So,
I think those are affecting what's lit up for the bonus.
Might be.
The other one, that is...
Yeah, a couple of expansions old now. I remember at the time it came in, both of us were having trouble with it. I'm sure you've played Monk enough to have some feel for it now. I have completely forgotten everything I learned about it.
Yeah, it's effectively, you trigger it off of perfect balance.
No wonder nothing ever happens for me.
Yeah, and basically you open with perfect balance now.
Which one is perfect balance? Hover over it again.
It basically allows you to do anything.
The thing blocking the chat box is blocking the description.
Oops. Yeah, grants 3 stacks of perfect balance, each stack allowing the execution of a weapon skill that requires a certain form without being in that form.
Uh-huh.
So it basically allows you to do any of the attacks completely out of order.
Yeah, and how's that tie into the second meter?
Doing 3 attacks will light the 3 buttons in the middle up based on their form.
Yes.
And to get the balls at the end to light up, you need to either be in any order one of each form that will light up the right ball, or 2 of one form and 1 of another, which will light up the left ball. When you have both of those lit up, the next time you do a perfect balance rotation will get you an Uber Ender.
That's nice. Yeah, there's a reason I don't remember that one.
I mean, I can show you right now if you want.
No.
We've got a griffin right here. I've got nothing better to do. Also, your charge no longer does damage.
Yeah. There's been a lot of that going around. That is something I do not care for. So you can target it on a fellow party member and just charge over to them. And that is nice.
And then I get an ender, so it lights up that 1 bar. Oh, he brought a friend.
Like I said, griffins were born angry.
And this lights up the next bar. And now I have to wait for perfect balance to refill so I can do the 3rd version. Are you sure you don't want me to just switch to tank?
Up to you. Completely up to you.
Ah!
Yeah!
These are dying too fast!
Yes.
Now,
So,
fortunately,
we are pushing
this
over
will
16 minutes.
kind of stick between combat. There we go.
Yeah. Have like a 15 count, I think.
There. But that's how that works. And that's kind of your major DPS burst, with the standard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 being your base rotation when your DPS burst is down.
Yeah. And yeah, that's right. That's what I was about to say at one point. Is one thing I do appreciate in Monk is that switching between single target and multi-target is seamless. In Dragoon, you have to wait for the right part of the cycle to come up.
Or just be willing to restart the cycle.
Yeah. But if you want to keep the combo going, there's one place in a fairly long cycle where you get to switch from single to multi-target.
Okay, it's been over 15 minutes. I'm gonna see. Yeah. I'm going to be stupid and go in as Paladin.
Okay.
I really don't want to, but I'm going to anyway. It claims 10
minutes. Hey, look, we have a tank already. And the Griffin has taken offense.
I'm gonna stand back here away from the Griffins.
Next to the other person who just left. Darn.
Yeah, he just spawned in.
Yeah, and then left.
Cry.
Well, we're up to 15 or 5 DPS. Only one of which is me, I think. There's not 5 of me, is there?
I should hope not. Eorzea would never survive if there was.
Probably not.
But yeah, that's kind of current monk. It's
Yeah.
not bad. I
No,
find
it's
it a
nice,
little too
and like
fiddly and too many things to keep track of in the middle of combat.
Yeah. I am liking it more. But for me to like it, they kind of gave up a lot of the things that made it a truly different experience and a worthy separate class. And like I said, not everything has to be designed for me to like it. There's more than enough classes. I don't have to like them all.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad, but
Yeah.
it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
The main thing I like about Dragoon is it seems a little simple on the face of it, but when I'm doing a higher end combat, that's actually kind of what I want.
There is something to be said for that. Yeah, and like I said, the main problem I could see, especially with complicated stuff with Monk, is you have to be looking to see what the heck your next form is. Because everything has 2 choices unless you're doing AoE. And only 1 choice is correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I'm like in the really hard content, I like being in Dragoon because I've worked with Dragoon so much. I don't need to look at my bar to continue my rotation, so I can focus on what's going on in the arena so I don't die.
Yeah.
I like this.
I'm kind of there with Bard. I mean, Bard is still very proc-based, so you need to look at things, but it's not a constant, where am I next? Which, yeah, I think you're always going to have to be on for Monk.
And Reaper's actually kind of worse in some ways because it has 3
Dear.
different spam rotations.
Of course it does.
Now, once you learn, it's kind of like Black Mage in the fact that Dragoon is what you want to go in to learn with. Reaper is what you want after you've learned the fight.
Okay, then.
If that makes sense.
I don't think I can ever learn any fight well enough to do Black Mage. At least on the high-end stuff. I like Black Mage, but yeah, that's not happening.
I can do Black Mage. I have a lot of fun in Black Mage, but I have to be in the
Same here.
right mood to play Black Mage and know the content inside and out.
Yeah.
Then Black Mage is just chef's kiss.
Nobody wants to go to Mahawk. Their tourism board is in tears.
Yeah, the place is crawling with spiders.
Yeah, I don't blame people for not wanting to go there. But we're trying to go there anyway.
Isn't that right, Renosuke? He is just bouncing happily, as chocobo chicks want to do.
Yes.
Uh-oh, we lost a couple people.
Yeah. Here's hoping we pick them back up in like 30 seconds. We're at the 5-minute mark. Average wait time is 10. I think it started at 8. This could be a very boring stream.
And and this is with me as tank, which is always the, please God, someone tank for us.
I know. Please don't leave.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I know I've told the story before, but since we have absolutely nothing else to do, I might as well tell the story again.
Yes.
At one point I logged into the game, this is on Theron, and I was like, what am I going to do? And suddenly I got this overwhelming sense, this urge, this absolute need to tank. And I'm like, what the hell? I don't like tanking for strangers. I enjoy tank a lot. It's just, I like doing it when I know the party behind me is not going to be super critical.
Yes.
But it was just this, no, you need to tank. So I switched into tank, and I hit the leveling roulette. And
I thought it was it leveling or was it like mentor?
It might have been mentor. I don't know. I would have been absolutely insane to do it as mentor, but and I haven't been able to queue for mentor roulette for years now.
Yeah, but it was years ago.
Yeah.
I think it was mentor.
Yeah, it might have been mentor.
I wasn't there.
Bye, peeps. And I get trying to remember the name of the dungeon again.
Armvale.
Yeah, it's Armvale. And
Armvale is a fine dungeon.
And I look at it, it's like, oh god, this has been going for 15 minutes already. Wait, they're at the start of the dungeon, and no mobs have been cleared, and it's been 15 minutes. And then I see this thing come up across my screen. All caps, please don't leave us! And I'm like, oh. Oh dear. Can I ask what happened? First tank came in, pulled the entire room into the boss room, died and bailed. Second tank saw it was Armvale, bailed. Third tank came in, saw it was Armvale, bailed. Please don't abandon us. No, I know this place. We've totally got this. And we did.
Yes, you successfully guided them through.
The healer was on point. The peeps, the 2 DPS, while they were relatively newish, they knew enough that it was smooth sailing. And I'm like, Armvale's not that hard once you understand some of the mechanics.
Yes.
It's kind of like back in AR. I was one of the few healers that would run Armvale because at the time you could choose which abilities you had on their bar, and everyone
you can now. But yeah, those were you could choose which abilities you had. Period. That's right.
And no one took Asuna, and I'm like, why are you not taking Asuna? Asuna is freaking powerful. I know this from previous FF games. So I had Asuna on my bar. And that place at the time, they've since dialed it back to being inconsequential. But at the time, it was status effect hell.
Yes, it was the status effect dungeon.
And no healer had Asuna. I'm like, what is wrong with people? Asuna is powerful.
Yeah, they have not played the other FF games. Or they did know better.
We are down to 2 DPS. I am crying.
And we are nearly at the 10-minute mark.
Yeah, and almost at 10 itself. We might not get this.
I know.
I'm sorry.
No. Not your fault. You're doing your best. Trust me, I'm sitting here. Average wait time, 9 minutes. I don't believe this. I'm sitting here kind of going, do I want to torture everyone with trying to heal it?
If I'm sitting here as tank and it's not popping, you know something's wrong.
Yeah. But with the hope that, one tank, one heal would find a party.
Unfortunately, I don't have the minion, but there is a minion that effectively lays out a picnic basket.
Yeah, that's right. Which one is that?
Yeah, I don't have it, so... But I believe it's a craftable.
Hmm.
Can I just flop here and die now?
We have a healer. 1 of 6. So there's us plus 1 heal plus 1 DPS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just sad.
Yes, it is.
Average wait time 9 minutes. We're at the 11-minute mark.
Yeah, and it was 10. It went down to 9, and I'm going, I don't believe you.
Yeah, FF14, its PvP scene very much has specific time periods. If you're within that time period window, not a problem getting matches. If you're out of that window, not happening. And unfortunately, 10 p.m. Pacific on a Sunday is not the best of rating times.
No, apparently not. Yeah, 12 and a half minutes. Average wait time 9. I'm having problems believing this average wait time. Other little bits of news. So Terry Wood actually had a Blue Sky post.
Yes.
Okay, you did see that then?
No, it is not, but we're trying to get all the extra stuff done before we continue MSQ, because we're doing it in patch order.
Yeah, and kind of show, and this is when certain things happened.
And when certain things came out.
Yes. That said, I suppose we could start going off to do something else and see if that attracts a party.
Like what?
I don't know.
I think the only thing we have left is Hildebrand.
We certainly have that.
But we'll be in the middle of a cutscene.
Oh yes, that's the way to make it happen.
I guess we could do hunts.
Maybe.
Do I have anything here in Sea of Clouds?
Do I have anything, period?
I have something in the, over this way.
Let's see.
Got Pisces.
Ah. Would this be the 1-stars?
I have it in 3-star, but there's probably some 1-stars.
Yeah, I was just realizing this zone probably has some of everything in this zone.
Yeah, I've got a couple in Vundu Okbindu.
Of course, I can't look while I'm on somebody else's mount.
Sorry.
I know. I can kind of understand the limitation, but I hope they do something about it someday.
Here are Pisces. Wily Pisces. They are the wrong type of Pisa.
Too wily for you?
Why do they have 2 types of Pisces?
Why do they have any types?
Up. We're at 12 minutes. I know there's a lot of people who really like the Pisa mount. I just look at it and go, no.
No. Regular Pisces. Yeah, we are over 15 minutes of the new queue. Average wait time 12 minutes.
I need one more. You look like a good sucker. Come here. And of course I get the Gale Cat.
Churning mists. We're in the sea of clouds.
Yeah.
Ah. 2-star Vukalai Gundu at Gundu Rock Bindu.
Yep, that's our next location. I should have gone tank to start with. I'm sorry.
I don't know that it would have helped. It hasn't helped so far. Oh, I need the Obdelia. Probably a 1-star. Yeah, they're 50s. One of two.
Don't forget to choose a dancing partner.
Oh. And we've lost our healer.
15 minutes.
No, that's the average, current average. We're at 18.
Wow. You'd think a tank would pop it faster because everything's always begging for tanks.
Yeah. No one's begging for the Weeping City of Mahawk, apparently. Except us. Not one I need, but if you need them, fine. There we go. Fly. We're just gonna pull the other guy. One of one.
Okay, I don't see any others in the Churning Mist.
Let me... Churning Mist, or...
Sorry, Sea of Clouds.
I've got things for the Churning Mists.
I do too, but we're probably heading to the Western Highlands next.
Clouds, but that's done. Yeah, I think we're all done. Maybe we shouldn't have camped on the doorstep. We showed the server we were too eager. Well, there is one other thing we could do, but we'd have to pull out of the thing entirely to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Aquapolis was introduced in this patch.
Ooh. Maybe if we hit the half-hour mark with no love.
10 minutes to go.
I know. And we'd have to go get maps.
Yeah, we would.
Makulgo Island's over there.
Yep.
This should be to the Highlands. Yes.
Yes, we're in the Highlands. I can tell. My belly button just froze.
Telling you need to wear warmer clothes, but no, I get too hot dancing.
Average wait time 21 minutes. Being able to trust a full 24-person raid is looking really nice about now.
Yeah, well. One of two.
What do you mean one of two? It was a lone Yeti! How could there be two of them?
I don't make the rules! I just beat the
Mr. Lone, you lie. You're naming lies. Let's see, this is Mr. Orifice. Bergthur's at Riversmeet. That one's done.
Do we want to swing by?
Hold on. And Woolly Yaks at Twin Pools.
Okay. Didn't know if we wanted to swing by Ishgard and get a few maps.
I don't know. I want to go to Mahawk. There's something you won't hear me say very often.
I know. I know. The list of our allies grows thin.
We have the healer back.
This guy?
There we go. Yep. Boy, he was confused. And need another one. Ah. So you realize what's going to be worse when we try to go to the third raid. The one where people will keep randomly getting it and going, eject, eject, eject!
It's not that bad!
No, it's not! It's a great raid, but a lot of people are scared of it for some reason.
I don't know. Maybe it's because you can get killed by the boss after he's dead?
No, not an adequate reason.
You can...
down to Riversmeet?
Yeah,
There is something down there for me.
guys?
Yeah, that's right. I think there's one other thing, and I can't remember what it was. One of two. Okay, what do we... Please, oh please, oh please. 2, 4, 10. 3, 4, 11. 12. 13. Come on. 15. 5. Come on. Green candy-like button. You want to hit the green candy-like button.
Yes!
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, spiders. And scorpions. And lots and lots and lots of webbing. And a very nice theme.
Yes.
I do like this theme. I haven't had this one in a long time. Well, technically, yes, we're new here.
I'm not telling them that. I'm just explaining why.
Onwards! You're just saying that as a preemptive not hit for main tank.
Oh god, I can't see anything under all those special effects.
Yeah.
Go for either the Reaper or the Viper.
Okay. I remember before we got to the first boss.
Yeah, let's see if I can turn down these special effects real quick. Target, character.
How much tinking can you do in the middle of a fireworks explosion?
There we go.
I was well out of that. And now the fun part. Trying to remember this fight.
Looks like a lot of people are on it.
had a very, very long wait to get in here.
Casting and aiming. And I believe you're kind of...
to this, the aiming is lower than what I'm wearing.
That would be correct, because what you're wearing is equivalent to top-end augmented tombstone gear for your class.
255. I have no... let's see, what's my... Black Mage, come on, 220. It has a decent chance. You'll note that we are the only two people in our part of the raid who are not level synced. Oh, right, this fight.
Out of the green! One way in the back!
Okay, he's got it. It wasn't mine, it just happened to be someone I was stacked with.
Yeah.
celebrities asking for trouble. That never happens. Good, the one in the rear was taken.
Blood.
You are no threat to me. I reign in the court of the void. Do you now?
In the green!
Okay, this is the reverse part. Thank you. Oh yeah, Megadeth.
Can't die if I'm a zombie!
Oh, there's the group of dead people. It's all an A.
Be near an evil mist!
Be near? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. It has been way too long since I've done this. Clothes of Amy. Thank you. Gauntlets of Fending. Yeah, Mahawk really needed a new hobby.
Remember, we want to swing towards the right.
We're in C, so yeah. We know what we're doing, largely.
Why do I have aggro? Okay, one of the casters is going for the button. Get all the way to the center. Stand here on the green glow.
Yeah, I don't remember this part. I remember special things happen in this part, but I don't remember what.
And now everyone needs to be in the shield.
Looking pretty good.
Good try. And again, we'll want to swing to the right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
This one I remember.
Hard to forget this one.
It is really hard to forget this one.
And be careful, these platforms are not OSHA compliant.
Yeah.
Someone fell off the platform!
And I certainly didn't do the right thing because I took a vulnerability.
Those are gonna hurt lots.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what you're supposed to do.
Usually the healers suck those.
Oh. It has been quite a while. Oh no! This isn't good.
We've been sucked into a black hole!
Oh, this isn't.
Look away!
Way. Oh, shade.
Oh no! Get out of the center! Get out of the center! Get out of the center!
Yeah! Ow. Nope. Wow.
Oh dear!
Oh, good
Our
lord,
party
you're the
does
only
not
one
look
up.
good!
Okay. One of the healers is up.
Taking it all the way to the back.
Yeah, you do that. Both healers up and the machinist. Shape. Okay, the healers are going. We're attempting a raise. It might even be on me. I thought I heard it. Yep. Accepting raise.
Onto the tab!
Run.
And get away from this corner!
Okay, it seems like you. Oh! Ouch! The healers are somehow holding most of the film. Still, they were holding it together longer than I thought they might. And Ozma is nearly down. Stack with your healer. They need all that love they can get. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute. Well, congratulations for staying up during all of that. Good tanking for the win.
And that's a maiming suit if you want it.
Maybe? Cinny.
Yes. If you really want it, I will pass.
Oh, you're Slayer intruders. Not ready. 5 of 24.
And they pulled anyway.
Wow, guys. Scouting does something for me. Well, maybe is 230 in play. 235. No. Go ahead and roll on it.
Oh, come on!
Good execute one mage.
So I'll be under the axes.
Yeah. And how many years has it been since I've been in this place? That's gonna be too late. Yep, that was too late. And that's me. One healer down.
This fight is always such chaos.
This is true, even when you know it isn't nice anymore. That should be the other healer coming up. Yep.
And ding!
Yeah, same here. My first 61.
Woohoo!
Yeah, that can't be good.
But we did it! Yay! I guess one of the reasons why I always dislike tanking for alliance raids is it always feels like I'm fighting with the other tanks.
Yeah. I can see that. No, I do not need a coffin lid. Ooh, I got one of the cards.
Nice.
Meaning I can skip on healing 230 versus 220. Yeah, I'll take that. Don't need. And don't think I need. But, read.
Ooh, a striking helm that actually shows up on Rena, even though her fangs kind of get in the way. Yeah, Rena.
And the lime jawbreaker is hovering just out of reach.
Yes.
Do you think it's really lime?
I'm not gonna lick it!
I'd feel a lot less tempted to lick it and find out if it was actually in reach.
2 comms.
2 comms!
Okay then.
I don't know why I got 2 comms. I mean, I was kind of doing better than some people, but you did really well.
Thank you.
Hey, you were the only person in our group to stay up during that entire second boss. So this is the Heart of the Ruins, eh?
You've done a fine job dismantling the defenses, Rena and Ladonia. I only wish we could say we've had the same success. But Radelia and her talents are nowhere to be found.
Yes, it is quite distressing, but we must focus on claiming the prize at hand. The Nullstone is ours. Hey, if I can't reach it, you... Hey! No fair. Came right to him.
Well, he is a familiar of Mahak. He knows all the ancient wiggly wogglies.
That should be you.
You've left me such an inviting trail of destruction to follow. No, I think that was you.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was thinking it was, what's her name, the captain?
Redland. No, it's Furadad, who we have not seen since the hard mode of Keep of Andapur.
Yeah, I was saying we haven't seen him in ages, but in reality, it hasn't been nearly long enough. Well, if it isn't the adventures I have so longed to dismember, praise Lord Diablos for this opportunity. I shall gift him your head in gratitude. Ah, and speaking of gifts, I've brought a present to celebrate our gleeful reunion. Ah, there she is. This is the lovely lass you've been so desperately seeking, isn't it? Unless you wish to see her end limb from limb, you will hand over the Nullstone. Yeah, sure, go ahead. She's wearing my outfit. You think I care about her worthless limbs? That woman's done naught but cause us grief, and I just thought to crow her over her grave. Don't give me that look, Radley. What, you thought I was here to save your sorry hide? You've never been but an obstacle to me. Do you remember the first time we met? You were roaring with laughter at the sight of all them Allagan relics till I used your pretty blonde head as a stepping stone.
Damn you, you selfless bastard! And damn me for expecting you to act with any different. If I had my weapons, I'd blow your hole in your belly.
You've forgotten how awful a shot you are. Not much of a threat when I've seen you miss the side of a cathedral at 10 yalms. Silence, you grinning fools. You've ruined my moment, and now I'll ruin your smirking face. Malpus. What? It burns! This world is not your stage, unholy harlequin. Begone from our realm. A clever part, mortals, but the show is not over. Not until you scream.
We're having ice cream?
Maybe?
Ooh.
The bugger got away. And I think we'd best do the same. It's Batsman.
Hey, Kate Seth.
Do you remember the beginning of the cutscene enough to say what music we had? Because I don't.
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah. Sorry, Orca.
It's one of the Dunscaith pieces, I think. We can always check the never-ending journal.
The Lady Pirate is saved, and the Nullstone is ours. That all went rather well, did it not?
Stasia? It worked out all in the end, but I've had just about enough of Leoford's folly. I must have said that 100 times by now.
Yeah, well.
And yet you still
Expect
follow
another
him.
100. Now that was some excitement, wasn't it? Probably a little too much for Redlia, but we gave her a bed to sleep off the worst of her ordeal. She'll likely be back to her usual cheerful self in no time. Quite a successful jaunt, all told. You and me, we make a pretty good partnership. But I've got words for you, Furball. You said that relic would obliterate a Voidsent completely. Seems to me that foppish fiend just got scorched before he slipped away. Oh, that? That was scarcely a fraction of the Nullstone's true power. Once I have learned how to unleash its full potential, such demons shall be consumed like gnats caught in a bonfire. So you're telling me our secret weapon ain't ready for battle? Might as well be wielding a blunted sword. Might I remind you that this blunted sword stung our foe sufficiently to free the Lady Pirate? A result we could not have achieved with your blustering words alone. I was ready to flee without Radley if things took a turn for the worse. But you're right. You had the presence of mind to take advantage of my bluff, and it was your actions that saved her in the end. tiny forepaws. Now, is that still part of this, or the next step? Probably still part of this.
Freedom of our skies. You might want to look it up.
Because the
We've not
next
gotten
part
music.
will probably start back on the doorstep again.
True.
Let me check. Patch 3.3 for Freedom for Our Skies, which would be what we're in.
Give me a second.
Why are you G-posing? Hitting the moon.
If I can get it good enough. Oh, the moon's faded out. Boo!
Because you turned up all the lighting. Ah, there it is.
Yeah, it was really nice and clear in the cinematics, and I couldn't hit the print screen button fast enough, and now... Boo.
Ah.
No G-pose for Rena.
Straighten your hair instead. Freedom for Our Skies. Leofard wishes you to join him in his questioning of Radlia. We might be waiting a while before Radlia finally decides to wake up. Not so long that you've got time to flit away on some other adventure. Come join me in my quarters and we can ask her a few questions as soon as she's ready to talk.
Radlia was
Keeps
moaning the entire trip back to the paddock. It can't have been a pleasant experience being dragged around by that nasty fiend. Anyway, let's go haunt the captain's quarters until she regains her senses. Kate?
Do you have senses to regain? Once I have learned to harness the full power of the Nullstone, we shall have naught to fear from even the Shadow Queen herself.
I hope you're right.
Yeah, because we know how this is going to end.
Okay, Leoford, what you got?
There. Might as well make yourself comfortable while we wait on Radlia. Besides, after fighting through them ruins, I'll wager you could use the rest. And maybe dry cleaning for all my clothes.
Maybe. I could take a pint of armor buff.
You're still wearing my clothes.
Where's the rest of my crew? Surely there were other survivors.
Tell me, Radlia, what drove you to risk exploring Old Mahawk? The compass sent you there, aye, but you were after the Void Ark. You knew something, didn't you?
I found a book. We were looting these strange ruins in the Sea of Clouds, and one of the lads dug up a tome. It had passages that described the Void Ark and a powerful relic called the Null Stone.
A tome scribed by a Mahaki sorcerer, mayhap? Captain, would you happen to know the author of this work?
The words are muddled by obscuring magics, and 1,500 years have faded its pages. There's much that remains illegible, but what little my darling cutthroats and I could decipher suggests it was written by a mage of exceptional status.
It looks to be in really good shape, all things considered.
See for yourself. If what the book says is true, the Ark is the source of immense power. With that ship under my command and the mysteries of Mahak in my possession, I had thought to crown myself Queen of the Skies. And look how well that turned out. What manner of sky pirate, what manner of queen, can't even keep her own crew alive?
Radley, is it not? Would I be correct in assuming that you seek revenge against the Voidsent who slaughtered your comrades?
Of course I want revenge. That hell-spawn shite gobbler killed my crew. And if he were here right now, I'd gouge out his eyes and choke him to death with my bare bloody hands.
You are not alone in your desire to bring an end to these abominations. And, Captain, will you not join us in our endeavor to secure peace for the skies? Will you not join the Talon's strength to ours?
What strength? The way things are right now, I doubt I could keep peace in a monastery. This has not to do with personal grudges either. I just don't have the men. All my best fighters died in those ruins, and the dregs that are left are scarce sharp enough to be called the Talons.
Did you leave your spine back in the ruins, Radlea? You've had your wings clipped and no mistake. But that's no reason to give up the life. I thought we'd rescued a sky pirate, not some cur that turns tail when her pack ain't there to bite for her.
I know what you're trying to do, Red Bill, but I've lost my taste for glory. You can have the cursed book. Just make sure those bastards pay.
Hey, Furball, how quickly do you think you can decipher that ratty old tome? I need you to figure out exactly how your relic works. You sent that one fiend squealing in fear. That ain't enough. From what you've told me, we'll need to aim for some of that obliteration if we're gonna take ink on the Shadow Queen. The rest of you, put everything you've got into what you do best, be that research or blade work. Overdoing it is doing it just right, if you get my meaning. I'll decorate my walls with Voidsent heads if I have to. The skies should belong to no one. oppressor is really having some wild swings. Yeah, that's not good.
Diabolos.
The Nullstone hath fallen into mortal hands. 1,000 apologies, Lord Diablos. I shall personally wring each and every one of their scrawny necks. The time for skulking in shadows hath ended. I am grown weary of these meddling vermin. He has a chin.
Yes, he has a chin.
The power of the Shadow Queen waxeth full. Soon mine ardent desire shall pass from dream to dark reality. Now, isn't that just a special pyramid?
That's where Osmos was sitting. Poof! We've been kicked out.
Yeah, and that will be the 3.5. And now that I'm no longer having to worry about Radlia.
Yes?
Hiya.
Shall we be off to the Forgotten Night for drinkies?
Yes.
It is drinkies time!
Oh boy, is it ever.
Oh, yes.
Next week could be Hildebrand. Hopefully I'll be up for it. Because next week is when I drive home.
If you need to take the day off after that drive, I don't think anyone will blame you.
I don't blame me. If things go well or standard, I should be fine. I might be a bit tired, but I could probably also use Hildebrand at that point.
When's the next studium come in?
I think
Scholasticate, I mean.
Yeah, I think next patch. Certainly not this one.
Okay.
We are down to Hildebrand, and then 3-4.
Yay!
And of course, before all of that, tomorrow night will be Faye and Aurelia making a second attempt at trying to finish the current raid quest.
It'd be a long one.
Yeah, it'll be 5 minutes.
Yeah. Go here, talk to this person. You're done. Gee, thanks. Couldn't we have done that last week? No. You were too tired.
Well, the problem is just you don't know when it's going to finally end.
It ends when it ends.
And of course, past that, probably Udawari Ramono for the weekday stuff.
We'll see. I mean, we still have stuff to do actually in game, but I don't know if we want to stream it or not.
Yeah, certainly if tomorrow night, ends suddenly and quickly, we might want to still broadcast the beginning of the Fellowship Tribe. What are they calling the tribes now?
Societies.
Society, that's it. No, we could at least broadcast the beginning.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
As opposed to all the boring grinding.
I'm just glad we were able to get through tonight. It would suck if we had to wait a week.
Oh boy, yes. I am
that-
very glad we are not trying to do this over again next week.
Yes. With that said, it is time and past time to call it a night. Thank you all very much for coming along. As was mentioned before, we will be back tomorrow with more Theron and Rylea as we continue finishing off the current Alliance raid. Until then, be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep, and we will see you next time.
Yes, everyone have a good night and say hi to Hareband.